Bangladeshi painters and their artistic creations are well known around the world. Bangladesh is known for its gorgeous landscapes, diverse delicacies, and Cox Bazar, the world's longest sea beach. With a population of over 164 million people, Bangladesh has produced some remarkable painters who have established themselves in the art world. Many people are unaware of the major and exceptional art movement that has roots in Bangladesh. Sculpture, architecture, photography, and, most famously, painting are all forms of art in Bangladesh. Bangladeshi paintings have distinct styles ranging from traditional art to more modernistic approaches. This video presents 10 top Bangladeshi painters from the country. After his paintings of the famine in 1943, Zainal Abidin, December 29, 1914 – May 28, 1976, became well known in 1944. The artist, who was born in Kishoreganj, drew inspiration from the Brahmaputra River and incorporated it into his work. Abidin was awarded the Governor's Gold Medal in an All India exhibition in 1938 as a result of this. Zainal is regarded as the creator of Bangladeshi modern art in his home country. With the support of a few classmates, the artist founded the Dhaka Art School in 1948 after graduating. By inventing the Bengali style, Abidin developed his unique method. Geometric shapes, primary colors, and abstract representation are used in the folk form.
Senthal Women, 1969, an untitled artwork, is both aesthetically and visually beautiful. This piece has a village feel to it because of the strong representation of these women and the wonderful brushstrokes. It's almost as if he moved his work to another era and location. Zainal's ability to catch real-life details has earned him international acclaim for his paintings and sketches. Abidin's other important work is Beauty Regime, 1953.
Quemrul Hassan, 1921–1988, was referred to as a Pachua, a name used to describe folk artists. This moniker was bestowed upon him in recognition of his down-to-earth painting technique. Hassan was born in Calcutta, India, but migrated to Dhaka and established the Institute of Fine Arts there. His father was the superintendent of a cemetery and did not encourage him to pursue a career in the arts. However, he went to Calcutta University against his father's wishes, with the admonition that he would have to pay for it. Quemrul, like Zainal Abidin, had created his own figurative unique style by combining folk and traditional art. The artist was also a woodcutter and a sketcher.
A woman is encircled by a mesmerizing blue and green border in an unnamed painting from 1971. Hassan's style may be seen in his paintings, and his captures it. The artist used a geometric technique to create figures and things, using forms and strong lines. His work style is very similar to Abidin's. This is particularly odd given that they were both founding members of the Institute of Fine Arts. When looking at Quemrul's sketches and other mediums, it's clear that he has a more refined and basic stylization. In 1965, he received the President's Gold Medal, and in 1979, he received the Independence Day Award.
Despite his humble beginnings, Sheikh Mohammed Sultan, August 10, 1923 – October 10, 1994, became one of Bangladesh's most influential painters. S.M. Sultan was born in Narel, in a little village, where his father worked as a mason. Sultan, who had a creative eye, would draw buildings that his father assisted in the construction of. As a result of this event, he developed an appreciation for art. After graduating from high school in 1944, the young artist traveled around India, drawing pictures of soldiers he met along the way. Due to Sultan's apathy to maintaining them, there are no early records of his preservation activity.
Sultan's unnamed landscape painting from 1952 is one of his best works. It emphasizes a lovely scene that evokes a sense of peace. Farmers in Confrontation, 1986, Harvesting, 1986, and Charticle, 1986, are some of Sultan's other notable works, 1976. Sultan was later awarded the Ekishi Padak, Bangladesh's highest civilian award, for his contribution to art in 1982. In 1986, he received the Sangsad Honor, and in 1993, he received the Independence Day Award.
Vishwajit Goswami was born on November 30, 1981, in Netrakona, Bangladesh, and graduated from Dhaka University with a bachelor's in fine arts in 2010. As his influences stem from Bangladeshi culture, this remarkable young artist followed in the footsteps of previous great painters from the country. Goswami's audacity with several mediums is what sets him distinct from others. In his installations, he combines many media such as collages, lights, and handicraft. He is most known in Bangladesh for his gloomy figures that frequently celebrate the human form. Because Bangladesh is a conservative society, this is a contentious form of art. His strong and attractive paintings, which depict the human bare figure and have a feeling of drama and tale, imply otherwise.
The painting Quest for Soul 26 does not depict a typical Bangladeshi artist because it depicts a muscular man with his entire back exposed. With the brushstrokes and subtle color shifts throughout, the dark palette nearly gives the painting a sexual vibe. Goswami got the Best Award at the University of Dhaka's Bangabandhu Memorial Art Exhibition in 2005. In 2006, he had his work exhibited as part of the Rembrandt 400 exhibition, which was organized by the Royal Netherlands Embassy.
Monrul Islam, a notable painter who represents Bangladesh in international art scenes, was born on August 17, 1943. The artist, who hails from Bangladesh's Chandpur Sadar Upazila, takes a minimalistic and avant-garde approach to his work. Fine art critics and specialists have been a favorite of this one-of-a-kind artist since the 1960s. After completing his BA in Fine Arts, Islam was awarded a scholarship to study in Spain, where he has lived since 1969. Despite the fact that he now lives in Europe, Bangladesh continues to have a strong influence on his work. The painter has spent 40 years developing his own scent style known as the Monrul school in Spain. Monrul is perfecting his work, fusing both Spanish and Bangladeshi aesthetic inspirations in his paintings. His paintings appear to have a more minimalist feel to them, with a sense of mystery and graciousness.
Gone with the Wind, 2011, employs a lovely palette of acrylic gray and black tones. He tries to include these lines and shapes into his work after being inspired by Pablo Picasso's Spanish facetas and Salvador Dali's Spanish facetas, doodling and sketches. Islam has lectured at institutions all over the world as a guest professor. Monrul has received numerous honors, including Spain's National Award in 1999 and Bangladesh's Ekushi Padak in the same year. His artistic odyssey has taken him to the United States, Turkey, Egypt, Pakistan, and the Netherlands, among other countries.
Shahabuddin Ahmed, a Bangladeshi painter, was born on September 11, 1950, in Raipur. After graduating from Dhaka Art College, the acclaimed artist studied in Paris. Many people have recognized his work because of its simple design. He has since gone on to have his own solo exhibitions.
Couple NR2 is one of his many wonderful paintings, 2011. A pair in midair acting as free spirits is depicted in the painting. Ahmed's signature canvas approach, which can be seen throughout his work, is influenced by European artists who rely on harsh realism. His work frequently features movement, which he describes as having an inner beauty. Shahabuddin's profound work is a witness to both the Western influence and the consequences of Bangladeshi art. Shahabuddin's paintings have been displayed all around the world, notably in South Korea, Switzerland, and Taiwan.
Abdus Shakur Shah was born on December 31, 1947, in the Bangladeshi district of Bagra. Shah, like many other artists of the time, was dedicated to preserving the nation's language and folklore. Abdus has a distinct folk style that captivates his audience, following in the traditions of Bangladesh's first-generation artists. Some may consider his paintings to be childish and simplistic, yet the painter uses his work to communicate a tale. His work consists of expressing classic Bangladeshi folk ballads, and he is one of the most well-known Bangladeshi artists.
The ballads in the paintings are described by Shah's unique use of calligraphy in his work. The painting, which dates from 2000, is made up of watercolors and drawings. The artist's childlike paintings evoke the innocence of Bangladeshi folklore, which he combines with symbolism in his work. Taking these tales and folklores and turning them into art, Shakur produces something raw and unique. Shah has a particular appearance that distinguishes him from the others. Another of his famous works is Oh My Darling, Don't Cry Anymore, 2000.
Ranjit Das, a notable painter from Tangil, Bangladesh, was born in 1956 and has created some of the country's most beautiful abstract work. Das earned a master's degree in fine arts from MS University in India in 1981 after graduating from Dhaka University with a bachelor's degree in fine arts. While the artist works as a lecturer at Dhaka's TT College, he has accomplished much more. Ranjit's work has found an audience in Korea. Exhibitions and reviews have brought me to Kuwait, Qatar, France, and many other countries. He concentrates on distinct essences of nature and the metamorphosis to mix prose and poetic forms in his paintings. As a result, he has a sense of context for his works. To me, paintings must communicate its beauty and fragrance in its unique way, says Ranjit. It must come almost effortlessly from one's soul.
This is beautifully shown in his artwork of a young girl holding a bird. The painting's textures contrast with the smoothness of the reds and greens, giving the canvas life. He has received numerous honors for his paintings and artistic versatility. This includes an honorable mention at the National Art Exhibition in 1990, as well as other accolades for Bangladesh's greatest oil paintings.
Hashim Khan was born in Chandpur, Bangladesh, on April 16, 1941. He became a lecturer in the arts faculty after graduating from Dhaka University, retiring 44 years later in 2007. The professor painter is inspired by Bangladesh's natural beauty. From a historical standpoint, the country was dotted with stunning landscapes, natural wonders, and fauna. Khan used these beautiful scenes as inspiration for his work.
Hashim's paintings centered on the lives of Bangladeshis, assisting in the development of the country's art and culture. Khan painted in imaginative and meaningful ways, typically using the country's brilliant colors. The colors he chose gave an odd look to what is normally associated with joy. Before making significant improvements to book covers and images, Khan got instruction in book design and art in Tokyo, Japan, beginning in 1979. In 1992, Hashim was awarded the Ekishi Padak, and in 2011, he received the Independence Day honor. Kayum Chowdhury, March 9, 1932 – November 30, 2014, was a Bangladeshi artist of the first generation. His father, a bank executive who regularly had a transfer, was born in Feni. Chowdhury ended up in locations like Chittagong, Narail, and Firipur as a result of this. The artist graduated from Dhaka University's Institute of Fine Arts in 1954. He secured a job as a lecturer at the university after graduating. The artist went on to work as a chief artist for a number of well-known publications. Chowdhury had very little time to paint because he was in and out of teaching and working for magazines and newspapers. But when he did get the time, his paintings were wonderful, particularly at the end of the day, 2003. He also has an untitled 2008 painting with distinct strokes and structure. Kayum readily shows the life of a Bangladeshi through effective paintings, demonstrating the Cubist approach's brilliance. All of the artists mentioned are part of a bigger art movement in Bangladesh, with more and more young artists coming through. Great painters have been shaped by the country's history and journey to exhibit the works of their culture, nationality, and heritage. Without a doubt, the country is rich in art and has established itself in the world of art via the work of these top Bangladeshi artists. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to see more videos like these, don't forget like, share, and subscribe this video.